Hello, brothers and sisters from another mother. And you're not undercover. You're not undercover. You're not undercover. Hello to you, brothers and sisters. I know I don't usually make live streams on the public group. Okay, so if anyone pops up, say hello, give a likes up, and write in the comment section, okay, down below. Okay, I am active sometimes 3 to 4 times a week. I'll join some streams, but the purpose of this video is basically to tell you guys that this group is unique from the rest. So since I am American, hello to you, Ryan. Okay, how are you doing? I am showing, and this group is not just about learning. Okay, learning about, going to the class and going to the stream and just picking out words that you don't know, okay? It's about learning American culture, specifically learning about how to listen, to learn about new things and new technologies, and also what's going on in America. Whatever I post on this group video, you should watch it. You will learn something new. If you have a good computer or a good phone, you'll learn something new what Americans are watching. Okay, whatever's going on in America, this group will show you what are they watching. It's such a diverse country to where it's more than the others. Okay, so since I am the person who's a teacher and a comedian, I do try to make you all smile. I am also a therapist, okay, of sorts, okay. And I'm unique from the rest, so please do not compare me to others. I am not an ordinary teacher, okay? How you been, Joy Raj? How have you been? You said, Ryan says, I'm doing okay. How have you been? I've been doing okay. This is basically, okay, when I say hello to you, Joy Raj, okay, hello to you guys, okay? A long time no talk. Yes, I do get busy and I do take rest. It is getting cooler. Okay, outside, so I can't go outside and play basketball, but I'll try. I'll try to go out and play basketball, even in the wintertime. I have to master my ability to shoot my hooks, which is pretty good. It's going in pretty efficiently. And anyone who have saw that video, which I was shooting sky hooks, they all were going in, okay? I made 3 in a row within 1 minute. Yes. And of course, again, I repeat myself again, this group is not just about learning the particulars of English. It is about watching the things that American watches, listening to videos in which a lot of foreigners understand American culture very well, and they still have their accent. It's not just learning about proper English. It's not just learning about American English, because there's no such thing. Okay, as I keep telling you guys all of the time, it's proper English instead of American English, because there's no such thing as an American English. The videos I show in the group are based on different stories, folklore, psychologies, interesting things, subjects, tips and taps, bits and pats, and this and that, okay, of all sorts of things under the rainbow in America. Not like other groups, okay? I do not tell you guys to change from that group to this group, but I'm just trying to help you to understand that I am an American. And so there will be other Americans that will join this group, not just me, to help me in my journey to basically help you guys to learn English. My way may be different from another person's way, but I have not met too many Americans who want to join my public group yet. Not just yet. If you're in this group, there will be Americans, mainly Americans, talking in this group, sharing things in this group, just not focused on particulars of just learning English. Sometimes I will post other individual streams in this group because they are part of this group. If you are not part of this group and you want to share something in this group, it will not be shared. Okay? Just want you guys to understand that. If you're not part of this group and you want to share a stream that you have done, okay, it will not be shown unless you are a part of this group. Okay? And so Hassan says, hello, how have you been? And of course, since you just joined in here, I'm just going to repeat myself again. This group is not just about learning English particulars. And as I said before, I am not an academic in English. I teach you the fundamentals in a more comical, humorous approach, a more exciting type of way, a more expressionable type of way. I am a therapist of sorts, and I do multiple things rather than just, teach English. Okay? So when you come to this creative group, it is not like others. No, someone just told me to talk about a topic of forgiveness. There are some things, everything cannot be forgiven, peoples. Okay? How have you been, Ruben? How have you been? What's going on? You can write some things down here. I'm just discussing about forgiveness and also the purpose of this group. When people write me in the Messenger app, I usually talk to them about, in this video, on this group, about what's going on. Okay? So to forgive someone means that you give them, maybe you keep turning the other cheeks, but some people can't deal with too much punishment. Okay? You have a limited, never forgive someone twice over. This is my rule for it. If you give them just one chance, they'll try to step on you as much as they can. You got to be careful of people who like to take advantage of your kindness. Just get rid of them because they need to learn. They won't learn by taking advantage of your kindness. And I told my female counterpart friend of this, I said, my wife tried to act a fool and she tried to take advantage of me for 5 years. Most people will basically say, feminine energy people who are just weak or biased in their emotions will say, forgive her. But she's been doing this to me over 7,700 times. She's been tormenting me. I've been suffering for 5 whole fucking years. My Holy Spirit, which I am a magical person, and of course I have no sins in my past, dealt with her pain and suffering that she was giving out and dishing out to me for 5 years. Should I forgive her after 5 years? It's like saying that if I rape a child, you're going to forgive me for me raping your daughter? Is that what you're saying? I don't think so, buddies. I am not. Okay, MD Mine, how have you been? Okay, Ruben Ben, how have you been? Okay, I am not speak to English. What I do now. Well, MD Mine, okay, first you must understand how to listen. Then you must understand how to write. You must understand how to write, how to listen. Some people go about it different ways. Okay? And somewhere you will learn English. Right now I understand your sentence, but it's not correct sentence structure, but you will understand as you practice. If you come on the internet and you don't practice at least 2 hours a day, or you're not on the internet practicing with others, you're wasting your time. There's a lot of individuals I have in my private group, which basically will eventually be deleted because they are not enthused to learn about English. They say they want to learn American language, but they don't want to really learn because they're lazy. But of course, how you been, Genital? How you been there? Are you doing okay? I was talking about this group. This group is mainly not just learning English. It's about adapting American culture. It's about understanding how proper grammar works, not just American. There's no such thing as American English, okay? You learn properly by an educated individual because there's lots of educated individuals in other countries who know proper English as well. And I've encountered them. And I asked them this question: how do you learn English so clearly? They say tons of practice. This group is also about entertainment purposes. So when I post something in the group, I am the administrator of this group. It's interesting. And if you don't want to watch it, it's up to you. But it's good to learn about multiple things, peoples. You do not want to be a stick in the mud. That's an idiom. A stick in the mud is a boring person. You want to learn as much as you can. Okay, let me see. Joy Rod, does emotion bad for human life? Emotion is part of human life. Okay, let me see. Sir, Ruben said, sir, you was talking something about a girl. Is this right? Well, my wife, okay, my ex-wife now, okay, has suffered me, and so I suffer her. And people tell me to forgive her after 5 years of suffering. And I'm shocked. I don't care what the Bible says. Some people have limits. Jesus Christ died in the sins and he still forgave. But that's him. And you have to understand, in this world, we are contained in the human flesh. So anything goes in this realm. If you choose to do something, you can choose to do it at will. Okay? If you have a limitation upon receiving pain, it is up to you. Everyone has a tolerance level. Tolerance. If someone keeps striking you on the back, like a lot of African slaves who were once in America, and they strike you in the back 1,000 times, eventually you are going to pass out. Blood will be everywhere. And if you forgive the individuals who done that to you, good for you. Now, in some cases, like in the Hindu belief system with Kali, you disrespect that deity, they will hold your soul for like an eternity. So be careful. In the Quran, in the Bible, it says there are particular type of things you are not supposed to do. You cannot be forgiven if you blaspheme the Holy Spirit. I have the Holy Spirit, okay? You make fun of me and I say something and then it comes to light and then you make fun of it again. I don't think the first time you'll be forgiven. So I'm a very dangerous person to people who have a lots of doubt and bias in their hearts. I am not a fool, but I know how to act like a fool to fool the fool. So I will not forgive my wife for how much pain she had put me through. And anyone who says I should forgive her, I'm going to keep a careful eye on you. Okay? Now, let me read your comments now here. Let me see. Sir, how are you doing? Tell me something about my English. Hassan, your English is pretty much on point. 70 to 80% of the time, I understand you. That's why I know you very well. If I do not know you well or your English is off, I will not continue to entertain you, but I will try to talk to you. Okay, it's just I can't understand some other individuals. Hassan, you're doing a great job. Teach others. Syed is doing something well as well. He doesn't show up on here because he's trying to do his own thing. I do not talk ill of others, but I have a magic spell around me for those who like to talk negative about me. Do not talk negative about people who have magic ability. Now, Ruben, okay? Sir, tell me something about my English. Give me some tips. Ruben, you have been making some streams, but not enough like Hassan. And I don't know your particular way of speaking, but I think it's 60%. Okay? Okay, no. Hassan, 5 years of suffering. If someone whips you, I'm asking you, Hassan, if someone whips you with a whip, with 1,000 whips, would you forgive her? Yes or no? Ask Al Haman, how have you been? Okay. Here's a question for all of you. Okay. Ruben, Ruben says, sir, you shouldn't forgive your wife. If you've been suffering from someone for 5 years and you try to warn them that eventually this will fade, you've suffered for 5 years. Would you forgive that individual? If a person was whipping you on your back, would you, and blood was coming out, would you forgive that person for whipping you? For 1,000 lashes of blood and you didn't do nothing wrong? I said you didn't do nothing wrong. You explained yourself correctly. You articulated your words. Oh my God, that is correct. You know what my wife did? She went to the courts and put me on the street after I brought her to America. And this is what she does for me. She put me on the street after I gave her a job, a nice phone, and all sorts of things y'all guys can possibly fathom. But she laughed in my face. She spit in my face. Spit in the face is like a disrespect, a form of disrespect. Okay? And so those who say to forgive her, to me, you're a fool. You only live less than 100 years old. You either want to be a God of mercy who will tolerate everything, or you rather be a God of destruction. Or would you be a just God? A just God is basically giving punishment to those who deserve to be punished. Well, Hassan, if you say you would forgive her, then I don't know if you're telling me the truth. Okay? You don't understand my pain. Okay? You will forgive her because you never had a girlfriend. You will forgive her because you never had your heart broken. You will probably say that because you haven't been in a relationship. You would just forgive her. I understand you. I love to forgive others. Yes, but if they suffered you to the point of breaking, do you understand what I mean by this? So, would you forgive me if I raped your daughter? Huh? Hassan, that's what you're saying? Huh? If I raped your daughter and cut her in half and destroyed her body, I am talking despicable here. I am giving you a great example. Would you forgive this person still? Now, okay, let's continue on here. Actually, most of the girls, too, are too dangerous. Yes. So this is why you must keep track of women who are basically not deserving of your love. And I will not want to keep going on with this subject, but I'm going to get out of here right now, and because it's upsetting me. Hassan will take the revenge if it happens to Hassan. I know, right? If it didn't happen to him. Okay, so if you haven't felt any pain from someone you really trusted, you should not speak. You do not understand. And I just asked you, if I raped your daughter, would you forgive me? No, you want to chop my dick off, right? You want to chop the dick off. You want to chop my arms off. There has to be consequences for every negative reaction. There has to be justice. Justice is important. Okay? I would kill you. There you go. You would not forgive me. So you have a limitation upon what I did to your daughter. Correct. So everyone has a tolerance level. Okay? So that is what I want to hear. Hassan. Yes. If you killed my whole family, do you think I'm going to forgive you? Do you know Mahatma Gandhi? Mahatma Gandhi says, no matter what, this is why Mahatma Gandhi was so well known. Because he spoke wise words. And he said to sacrifice oneself is to make everyone else happy, because they'll get tired of beating you. They'll get tired of killing you. Okay? They'll get tired of beating you. Remember, Mahatma Gandhi's key element is the sacrifice. I look up to Mahatma Gandhi. Martin Luther King looked up to Mahatma Gandhi. I admire Mahatma Gandhi's wisdom and his way of doing things. But there's a limit. Okay? And so let's say, for instance, almost all your people was wiped out, like the Native Americans. The Native American people were wiped out. Did you know this? In America, they were here first. What do you think should happen to white folks in this country who lives in America, who did those terrible things? There's only like roughly 5% of Native Americans existing. Do you understand? They almost wiped out their whole race. What do you think should happen to the people the ancestors who created babies and sons and daughters in America who had a terrible blood upon their hands? Revenge? Do you want to get back at the white man through revenge? I believe in reciprocity. I believe in reparations. Reparations meaning that if they can give back through some sort of material means, you have to do something through justice. But they're not getting anything. They're not fucking getting anything. Okay, so we should see some Indians, Native Americans, who were almost exterminated. They should be wealthy. They should not be broke. but I've seen them. They live in the streets. Their ancestors were wiped out. Understand this. Black African Americans were used as cattle, okay? And so they're worth $2 trillion because they have substance. White slaves used blacks as cattle. They told them to build this, pick the cottons. We should know this. Y'all should know the history of America. It's a terrible, terrible history. But understand this. Eventually, if you have no substance for a race, they will wipe you out. They will literally wipe you out. Let me see. Mahatma Gandhi is spelled wrong, okay? I didn't like to forgive a criminal. There you go. They have to suffer. A life for a life. An eye for an eye. It says this in every religion. If you take someone's eye out of some kind of anger, you must be punished. And if you take someone's arm or some child's virginity, you should be put to death. The Bible and every religion gives you clear definition on what a justice is. Everything has a limitation. We are in a world where there are people who are fools, and they don't understand what this world is about. This world is about war. It's about expressing yourself. It's about everything under the sun. We are in physical bodies, peoples. Let me see. Sir, tell me something about your relationship, about a relationship in our generation. Now, okay, let me go back here. I'm going to go back. I was talking too much here. Okay. Yeah, you see, Hassan said he would kill me if I hurt his daughter. Okay, let me see. There you go. See? Hassan will take revenge. Yeah, I know, right? You ain't know what he's talking about. Okay, let me see. Ruben says, "Sir, tell something about relationships in in our generation." Well, I'm talking for one sex over the other. For women are taking advantage of men. Okay, so women has to protect their assets. Okay, so it's best for men to wise up and inspect women who have lost their virginity, because of lots of people don't read the Bible. They're not religious. Okay? They're not religious. And this is very important to keep discipline in the line of lineage. If you do not follow religion, what do you follow? Morals. It's called morals. And the reason why religion was created was because people lacked the morals during the medieval times. That's just to be simple. People worship pagan gods. Okay? And eventually it led to religion. But it's not working. Okay? So now it's up to men to protect their own ass. And anyone who just joined this group, please, okay, a news rat, I don't know who you are, but hello to you. Again, this group is about multiple things rather than just learning proper English from an Native American speaker. I post videos and different topics and different subjects so you can learn about American culture and what they're watching. What are they, from video games to mechanics to swords to weapons to magic to all sorts of things. Now, in your countries, you may be afraid to watch some of these articles, but you don't have to watch them. Okay? And it's very important not to have fear. A God that has fear, okay? I consider all of you gods. Every one of you is a type of God. Not a powerful God, but an inbred God. You know, your body is contained. Okay, you're basically a person. The word God represents anything and everything to me. And if you're religious and you fear an external God, you lose your power. I am a demiurge God in a human body. That's not blasphemy. I believe I came here because I want to experiment what human life is about. So I am different. I do not have fear. But if I'm in the woods and I see a bear coming down, you know what I'm saying? If a bear coming about to chase and eat my asshole, if a bear is coming out of the woods and I'm walking in the woods, I'm going to try to run as fast as I can. Run as fast as I can to get away from that tiger, lion, or bear. All right? If a man has a weapon, I'm going to be like, hey, wait a minute. I'm not a god. I'm not immortal. I can be killed. And so everything can be killed because even Jesus Christ died on the cross. But reincarnation is another subject. And of course, if you want to think of God, you have to think of transferable energy as well. Everything is God. Nothing is forever. Okay? Now, I made myself very clear. There's 4 people watching me. I've been talking for like 25 minutes. This generation, again, Ruben said something very interesting. Relationships are about protecting your assets. Love is a business. Family is a business. So if a female wants to take advantage of you, she takes something away from you, even though you earn it. She wants to take something away from you by going to the courts. You must protect your ass. Okay? Protect yourself, men. Because women are on the rampage of looking for all sorts of money and protection and securities. And when they want to change their little old minds, you will lose. Now, if a man wishes to change his mind, you don't have to. You can get another wife. You can try to, men are, in every religion, polygyny is allowed. Do you know that? Polygyny is allowed. But women will get mad at that. Okay? Even if I show you verses in the Bible or the Quran, polygyny is allowed. If one powerful king was allotted many wives by a god, like King Solomon, understand that gods can get jealous too. Okay? So we are all gods. Would you like to marry again? I will have a ceremony. Hassan said a good question here. Would you like to? Yeah, a ceremony is different from the governmental type of. It's different. There's a marriage through the state, which you do not need to do that. And then there's a ceremony through which you make the ceremonial agreements. You, as a man, should make the ceremonial agreements. So, for example, before you get married, it says through death or through worse, right? You have to make the rules, not the woman, not the state. You are the man of the house. Okay? And as a man of God, which is yourself, you have to dictate you as yourself as the Lord. Okay? There is no government in yourself. The people are more powerful than the government. Right? Okay. Religion helps keep the people in check, or it also keeps women in check. But once the woman says no to religion, everything is destroyed. It's a great evil for a greater good. Okay, let me see. Sir, would you like to marry again? Okay, I've answered that. No, I would never get married through the state again. Unless I got some sort of protection to make sure that if she changes, I'm going to change too. Okay, we have to protect our money from women. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want that, dog. You don't want that. There's women actually putting men in jail for false rape accusations. False rape accusations go along with that too as well, guys. So go ahead and walk. If you walk, there was a post office man minding his own business. Now, I don't know why she recorded herself, but she walked up to the postman and said, "You raped me." This man looked, you can see the look inside, like, what's going on here? This woman actually literally snapped. And there's no justice. She will not go to jail for conspiracy. She lied. Women are the number one liars. I don't hate on women. I'm just telling the truth, okay? I'm just telling you like it is. In America, black men don't deal with women. Okay? If a woman is not going to be subservient to him, he's out of there. It is not intended for a man to have one wife. All right? Okay. Yeah. They focused on the money. They focused on your goals. They're narcissists as a fuck. Okay? Motherfucker. Yes, they are. And I'm not saying all women are like that. Okay? They're not all like that. I got to go overseas for my wives. I will never deal with American females. American women are the worst. The white women are the worst in America. Are you crazy? I'm not saying all. Only white women will swallow your seeds faster than a black woman, right? Yeah, they're nastier. Okay? Women are the number one. Yes, narcissists too. And if you don't believe me, you better do your research. Men don't have time to be lying when all they want is a family and 2 or 3 wives. They don't want to be lying. Would you want to be a liar after you had 2 wives? That's rare. You're not going to find that. But if a man has 1 wife, he has more to lose. So be careful. If you're rich, you got more to lose too. Okay? If you're rich and you mess with 1 woman, okay. But don't say I didn't warn you. Look in my eyes. You say, look into my eyes. Okay? I'm telling the truth. These men, white men, leave America. They leave the land of America to find a wife. They bring them back over. And they're predominantly white women from Russia to Philippines, Chinese. And these women end up killing the white men. Yes, it's a TV program called Snapped, where women actually kill men. Men are more, number one, suiciders. They kill themselves. Mainly oriental to white men. They are killing themselves because of what? Loneliness. There are far more men who are lonely in the world. There are far more men who are virgins in the world. Do you need some facts on this? We can go there, okay? Let me see. Sir, I will be angry. I know, Genital, you are a female, and I believe that if you are a female listening to me, then you are special. I do not hate on all, that's a verb, women. Smart men like Solomon, or wise men, or magical, powerful, warlike men take advantage of weak women. But you may be wiser than most women, because Solomon deserves those wives, but not all of them. He was too greedy. I don't think a man can handle 700, 300. I think 2 or 3 is fine. Okay. But if a woman's not subservient, she loses her value. Okay? And taking care of your health, being procreative with the man, working with the man, Genital, you'll understand what I'm saying. It's a family thing. Family is business. If you don't have family, you can't make money. Okay, let me see. Sir, tell me something about Ruben. I told you before, how can he get married soon? I don't know how your women are in your country. I don't talk to a lot of women in Bangladesh. I talk to more women from Trinidad, Barbados. I like darker skinned females. That's my, Okay, let me see. I talk to very beautiful women who have a color complexion darker than mine. Okay? And so I say, if a female betrays me, off with her head. Where do you think off with your head comes from? Okay, you can't betray the king. You can talk to the king so we can find a way so you can outcast yourself from my money. Okay, if a woman becomes useless, she has to do chores. She has to be a servant. Okay, she has to serve in some sort of way for the king or the Lord. Now, if the Lord, yes, and women may get upset about this, but women do this all of the time in America. In America, women become divas. A diva is a woman who is independent. She doesn't need a man. And you can do this. This is the great thing about America, because you can have multiple men as servants. You never thought about that. Okay. Would I be a servant to a woman who's everything I always wanted? No, I would not be a servant. Because the problem with one woman and multiple men is that she is the only one who can have a child. Okay? There is no huge family benefits for one woman having multiple penises. Okay? That's the difference. Okay? When I stick my penis inside of her, and I don't know who she pregnant by. Okay? That sounds far more nastier. Okay? I want to make sure that's my baby, right? Okay? I don't give a fuck about the other dudes. Okay? It's just one baby at a time. I'm sorry. Now, there are women like that in America who feel that they have a right to have penises in their mouth, penises in their ass, penises in their vagina. Okay. Yeah, you're going to have you got to have support with money. You're going to have some financial backing. But you know what? If women can work together to be with this king who's in charge, then it can work. If I have 3 women working for me, I get my own money. Okay? Then we'll have a mansion, 2 houses, 2 cars, and a garage. But women don't want it that way. They don't want to work like my wife here in America. I told her, give me your sisters and we will have a house and a nice 2 cars. And I will be more happier because I won't have to worry about sexual tensions. If you ain't ready to give me sex, my second wife should be able to give me sex. Sex is important to a man more than money. Think about that now. Okay, sex is more important to the man than money. The reason why men get so much money and accumulate so much money is because they're lonely. It's because they want attention. It's because they didn't have a father figure or mother figure to show them love. It's because they want a lot of females to like them. I don't do such a thing. You will work for me as my wife, and I will make you happy. Let me see what else I got. Siobhan has a lot of money. Okay, Siobhan, you can send me some of your money. Okay. And Genital, sir, in our country, have some playboy. Tell me something about them. Now, this is the thing for women. Your father should choose the man that you should lay with. And my wife was a virgin when I met her. Okay? And please understand this, that if she wasn't a virgin, I can tell what a virgin is compared to a female who's not because of my experiences and my background. But my first wife, she was a virgin, and I could not get in because my head is huge, okay? 3 days, and she bled for 3 days. Think about that. And so the playboy, to prevent yourself from falling in love or having sexual relations with a guy whoremonger, a male whoremonger, is to have your father. Where is your father? Your father will talk to that man. I talked to my wife's father, and I talked to him. He didn't talk to me. I told him, I said, yo, I got a video of myself. I'm representing myself very well and powerful indeed. A man from America? And so I'm going to walk in your house. I'm going to check and see if your daughter is a virgin. And there's nothing you can do to me. Because if she's not a virgin, I can't no longer stay with your family. Got it? The Bible talks like this too as well, yeah, guys. Okay, let me see. What else do you write? So if you want to protect yourself from male whores, males who just want sex, okay, you better have a father somewhere to protect you, to make sure he can do an evaluation upon the guy that you're sleeping with. Because there are lots of women in other countries who lie and say they're virgins, but they will die. They will die. You must keep your virginity. You must keep in shape, genital, okay? Very good, okay? Now, what is more nastier? A woman's vagina who has multiple penises in the past, or a male who had sex with 30,000 women, okay? Now, the only way a male penis can be disgusting is if he has an STD. That is the only time a male's penis is disgusting. But a woman, however, she loses the purity, pH balance of her vagina. So this is some scientific stuff. And also this residue that's left behind by other males inside of her womb. This is why it's important for a woman to keep her virginity. It is far nastier to go into a woman's womb who slept with just 100 men, or even just 3. It's far more nastier than a man to sleep with thousands of women, but not have an STD. You must not have an STD. But the good thing about a male is that if he did sleep with those women, he would know he would be very good in bed. And the good thing about a woman who has a lot of sex, they will be very good in bed as well. That's the only benefit. But diseases come into play. The purity of the child comes into the play. You got to think about all those things. Now, Hassan says, I want to donate my money for Reuben, bros, Mary, so that they can lead a happy life with 8 babies. Okay, good luck with that. Okay, I agree, okay? Let me see. Reuben P. Pose Jelam. Okay, what's that? Okay, I don't understand that terminology and wordplay. So Reuben says, sir, I got Facebook community guideline for that comment. Oh, what happened? Okay, be careful. Facebook has a monitoring system. And if you write certain things down, they will basically give you a warning. Okay? Even if you're in another country, be careful what you write down. I hate black people. Don't write that down there. Hate and black don't go together. Okay? Write it a different way. Because America is going through a freedom of speech problem. Okay? As long as it's not terroristic, I think everything should go. As long as it's not pedophilic or deviating on the perverted side, it should. You can say whatever you want. And if you want to say you want to kill someone, okay, you can say that too. But just don't keep saying it over and over. You know, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. But other than that, that's all I really wanted to say, you guys. I'm going to post this on YouTube. And I've been talking for 40 minutes. And this video, again, is explaining what this group is about. It's about anything and everything. And it's more than just an educational platform. Because other Americans will be joining this group. Not like others. And I'm doing my best to try to get individuals who can speak good English, not proper English. Okay, in the group. I'm trying, but I haven't found them. Okay. So I love you all, but I despise the many of you who basically have hate in your heart. Remove the hate. Okay, remove the hate, and you will have something much more wonderful. I like to be open about things. I do not like hiding things. I do not preach hate. I teach to be open-minded. I teach to use common sense. And of course, ya guys, thank you very much for all of your comments. For that women's comments, okay? Yeah, you can't talk about women. Okay, America has been weakened. So, you know, women are more sensitive than men. And white men are more sensitive than black men. Okay, so we got that out of the way. Black men don't care what you say. They don't give a fuck if you say, I want to blow up everything. Okay? You say, I want to fuck America. You say that, they won't they won't care. But white people are more sensitive than blacks, okay? And women are more sensitive than men. Okay? Okay, Facebook threatened me. Yes. Be careful how you write to women, to minority groups, okay? And even to me. I hate your black ass. You know, don't write that, okay? Because I'm black, okay? I have a certain type of privilege, right? Remember? If I talk about a white person, they might ban me, okay? They might block me, but I don't do that. I go into your inbox. I attack the heart, okay? I said, instead of writing it out there, don't put it, go into their inbox and then see how weak they are, okay? Go into their inbox. So I love you all, of course. You can take advantage of the good things in life and have common sense. This group is about many different dynamic up and down types of things, not just English. And of course, other than that, that's all I have to say to you guys. Genital, thank you for joining. Ruben, okay, Rubad, thank you for joining. Hassan, and everyone else who's watching. Allah, Ali, okay. Okay, let me see. Okay, let me see who else has joined here. Okay, you said y'all guys said a lot in this group. Well, it will be posted on my Facebook and my YouTube. News Rat, hello to you. You're new, okay. Let's see, okay. Okay, Miss Ask Al Maman, okay, there you go. And okay, there we go, okay. I'm glad you understand. Joy Raj, okay, hello to you. MD Mine, okay, I'm mentioning everybody who joined. Thank you very much for joining. And of course, I'm going to get me something to eat now. Thank you for listening. And we talked about a topic. We talked about forgiveness too. And as I said before, forgiveness is limited. After you suffered so much, you can't take but so much, and then you got it off with their head. They have to be punished, okay, because they're taking advantage of you. And of course, we talked about multiple things, so you can watch the video again if you need to be, and you know the purpose of this group, okay. Let me see. What else did you write? Allah Akbar, okay. Praise be Allah. Whatever floats your boat. Sir, where are your clothes? Okay. Sir, where's your face? Where are you? Okay. So I'm allowed to show my body because my body is sexy. Yeah, sexy. I'm in America. Okay. Y'all gotta break out of the contraption inbox. Okay. It's good to be sexy, but not too sexy. It's a balance. Okay, it's a balance. All right, peace and love to you, brothers and sisters of Light and Dark. Welcome to my page, and y'all have a good day, and I'll talk to you later. Ciao, ciao.